So I'm going to talk about the parasite protocol by Dr. Hulda Clark. Maybe it's just Hulda Clark. I don't know, but I know it works. I came across this at 2 or 3 in the morning one night because I found that when I had really bad parasites, they would wake me up and keep me awake for hours. Okay, some things will say, oh, it might not be that at that time of the day. It could be a weak liver energy if you're looking at traditional Chinese medicine. But this was something that I knew because I could feel it in my gut. I could feel something going on inside me that was driving me insane. Anyway, I dug deep and I managed to find this resource and I thought it was fantastic. And then I kept going and going and going until I got all the information. I've tried it, I've used it multiple times. Now bear in mind the parasite protocol is great, but you still have to understand that there's quite likely candida present. So these things in the protocol will combat some of the candida as well. Not going to lie, it will help, but it may not get to the root of the issue as such. That's okay. It's something that you can try based on your circumstances and where you think you're at. Now, Hulda Clark has a basic mix of black walnut, wormwood and clove. Okay? They were the 3 main ingredients in her protocol. I've linked to it so you can check out her website to find that. And I've also linked to a particular product from Now Foods, which is a combination of all of those 3s in a tincture. So you just get the dropper and then you mix it in with some water or juice or whatever and drink that. And that's it. That's as hard as it is. Yes, it tastes horrible because the cloves are super strong. It just tastes nasty. After a while you don't get used to it. But again, you know, what's the risk reward? The risk of not taking it is you don't really get sick or you don't get well as fast. But the reward is sped up recovery. Cool, I can take something that doesn't taste so good. So anyway, have a look at that if parasites are your issue. Dr. Hulda Clark's protocol is fantastic. Just be aware that you don't want to do it just by itself. So in the section where we're talking about killing off the bugs and getting rid of all of that, I go through a whole heap of different steps, like combating the Herx reaction, which you will find when you kill off these bugs, because they will. As you kill them off, they're going to release all of these toxins into the bloodstream and make you feel worse. Okay? At that stage you may want to reduce how much of the stuff you are taking so you're having less of a die-off impact, because you're only going to be able to handle so much. Now, for me, I'm a details person and I'm a perfectionist, or certainly was, and I would always stick to it no matter what the consequences were. So even if I was getting horribly sick from taking the high dosage, I'll be like, it's only a couple more weeks. I'll just push through it and eventually I'll be okay. I can just deal with these migraines and stuff. Stupid idea. Back it off. Back it off. So at the dosage it might be 1 or 2 droppers full, but you might find that at 2 droppers full it absolutely floors you and you can't even get out of bed the next day. You're writhing in pain. But you might be able to be a whole lot more productive at half a dropper. Great, that's where you should be. Maybe you need to not take any for that day and not take it until the next day. Maybe that's where you should be. Use your intuition, follow your gut, and don't worry about getting it perfect. There is no perfect. You and I are individuals. We are built differently and with individual biochemistry. So follow it as best you can, but with your own modifications to suit where you're at. Okay? This is a protocol that goes 2 weeks on, 1 week off, 2 weeks on, and then it's fairly well done. Is the whole thing resolved? I don't know. For me, it wasn't, but it certainly made a big impact. The first time that I took this one particular supplement, within 2 hours I'd passed a worm that was about 1 foot long. It scared the hell out of me. It was dead, don't get me wrong, but went to the toilet, took a poop, there was no poop, there was only a worm. Okay? Interesting, scary, but hey, it works. Now, please remember that while I said it's 2 weeks on, 1 week off, 2 weeks on, that's just the killing off protocol. So within all the other stuff that I've said, you still need to combat the Herx reaction, rebuild the digestive system, take your fermented foods, do all of these things to keep the body building itself up, rebuild that digestive system and keep the energy moving in the right direction. Because, I've mentioned it again earlier, parasites bury the head into the side of the digestive lining. When they die off, rip it open, leave all these holes, leaky gut. Okay, you wonder why you're starting to get sick? you've not just got the die-off and the release of the toxins from those parasites, but you've also got the leaky gut and now the undigested food moving through there. So getting a quality diet that is not going to leach too much chemical through there, or that's easy to break down, is going to be in your best interest as well. So do the research, have a bit of a look at the Hulda-Clark protocol to see if it is right for you, and good luck. If you've got any questions, you fire them at me.